Great.
Live!
Oh, yay, we're live. I think.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Do you reckon anyone's watching this right now? They were just really hot on the bat.
That'd be great. The fact it says we've got no viewers probably is an
Alright, Connor.
indication that we're not. No one's watching at the moment. I really hope this works.
Let's go crazy, crazy, crazy till we see the sun.
I know we've met, but let's pretend it's love. Right, okay. What was I gonna do? I was gonna tweet.
You're
I'll
gonna
tweet.
suck a dick.
Look, dick. Right, okay. So I'm gonna tweet via the Heroes of Handheld Twitter handle. Is this really a historic episode?
It's our 50th.
Yeah, great.
It's a big deal.
I think we should make a big song and dance out of our 100th episode. That's gonna
But
be
this
big.
is still nice. 50
No,
is nice.
I'm gonna say we need to think about what we're gonna do for episode 100 in a year's time. That's gonna be great.
Be honest. Did you think we were going to get to 50? No, wait, no, don't tell me. We'll talk about this in the podcast.
Well, we technically sort of started. Well, sort of. Anyway, right. Okay. What should I tweet? What should I tweet?
We're live on YouTube, and then put a link across.
Oh, for God's sake. That's going to be such Fs. Okay, I'll try. Right, first I need to get the actual... It would be good if I actually had the Google Plus app, wouldn't it? That would really help. I mean, who actually has the Google Plus app anymore? Come on, let's be honest.
Who even has Google Plus apart from us?
No one. That's the answer there. No one. Right. Oh, I cannot open Google Plus, so that means Google Plus can suck a dick. But okay. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh my God, it's almost 9 o'clock. We haven't started. We're never gonna.
Yeah,
finish
but no, we'll be finished by Q2.
Right. I'm gonna click this.
You get a pool full of liquor and you dive in. Pool full of liquor and you dive in.
I don't want to reshare. I just want a link, a cheeky little link. Oh, here we go. Right, okay, let's see if this works. Well, I'm going
Pool full of talent and you...
Oh, great. Do you love it when you come up on the of your apps, you go back on and it's closed everything you were doing? Right. We are live on Google Plus.
Nobody cared who I was till I put on the mask.
Great. Let's see if this fucking works. Probably not.
What a lovely, lovely voice.
Oh my God, it actually worked. Okay, right. I'm going to delete that tweet and do another one.
You fight like a younger man. Wow.
That's so weird.
I'm thinking of having a haircut.
Why?
Again, and just getting rid of this fucking fringe. I don't know how I used to do it, man.
Well, you need to gel it up like an emo fag, yeah? Right.
Yeah, that's true. Like you and all those pictures on Facebook. My favourite picture on Facebook is your topless one.
What, the one?
Because it's so like.
One from like 5 years ago.
Yeah, probably. Because it's the exact type picture I could see myself having done at that age, and then I wasn't stupid enough to do it.
So true. Right. 50th episode. Yay! Right, let's do some hashtags. Hashtag Vita, hashtag producer. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. Hashtag 3DS. Hashtag podcast. Woo!
Hashtag suck a dick.
Hashtag suck my dick. Right. Let's see if this works, shall we? Yay! Okay, right. We're all good. We're all good to go. So let me just get some level testing going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go on, Chris.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let him go again. Go because it bit my finger so. Which finger did it bite? This little finger on my right.
Right.
Ah.
Right. Me. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Me.
Talk, Chris.
And that's what's been happening in 3DS this week. In other news, Colin.
In other news, Chris.
People who didn't open my Snapchat I sent include Charlotte from Nerve, Team Snapchat, Kelly Steer from uni, Adam that I went to secondary school with.
Great.
Who I'm now obviously very good friends with. So they can all get knotted. We're up all night to get knotted.
Right, I've seen Snapchat. Let's have a look. Suck a dick!
Why are you watching IGN?
Because their...
What the fuck's wrong with you? We're trying to do a
their
podcast.
article had a video, and I didn't want to talk to the video. Because sadly, EGM Molecule will not be there. Anyway. Right, Right, hold on. Right, okay.
I'm doing the intro this week.
Okay, I hope there's no lag. If there is lag, we'll just have to bear with it. Right, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's only bloody number 50. Hello and welcome to the Heroes of Handheld.
Oh, great. That was that. We're going to start over again because your connection was poo.
Okay.
I like how you go from sounding really happy to really sad so quickly.
Okay, let me so I can annoyingly blow. Give me 2 shakes.
You could sort your internet out. That's always something, you know.
Yes, I have. Oh, God. Suck. 1 second, 1 second. I'm just going through my...
Let's have a see if your internet...
Mate, you get a pool full of talent and you dive in. Where's my kazoo? Colin, where's my kazoo?
Where is your kazoo? That is a good question.
Here he is. Okay. Ready when you are. Ready?
You sort your mic out quickly, yeah?
Oh, it's all sorted, mate.
Hello?
Yep.
All good.
When you are.
Sing a song for me quickly.
Ready? No, can't we just...
How much lag is there? 3? Right. I'm going to clap, and when I clap, you clap, yeah? 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, like a 2-second delay.
That's fine, mate. Ready when you are.
This sounds so shit. Oh well. 3, 2. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Drum roll, please. It's only bloody episode 50! You're listening to Heroes of Handheld. It's the party episode, episode 50! Hooray! It's our half century. If we were a horse, we'd have been shot by now. My name's Chris. His name's Colin. We're talking handheld gaming for the next hour. It's a party! If you're going to edit it, you'll edit celebration by calling the gang underneath this.
You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget.
Nice one. Welcome to episode 50. Congratulations on sticking with me for this long.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me on this magical journey for 50 episodes, Christopher.
Be honest. Did you think we'd get this far?
Did I think we'd get to 50 episodes?
Yeah.
I actually did, you know, but I didn't actually think about how many weeks 50 episodes means. I had in my brain that we'd get to like 5,000 episodes and it'd be great, but I can't believe it's only 50. It feels like we've been doing this for hundreds and hundreds of years.
It's been fun though. I've enjoyed it.
That's been good. Through the good times and the bad times. Great.
through the good and the bad. And we've had lots of laughs. And here's to 50 more episodes.
Yeah, here's to... what are we going to do for episode 100? I can't
well, I probably won't play a kazoo in episode 100. I'll go for my ocarina instead.
How many instruments do you have there? That's crazy.
I have about 10 instruments that all cost under a tenner. One day, Colin, I'll play you the whole concerto.
Do you have your drum kit there? Because I know you play drums. That'd be great.
I don't have it with me, no.
Oh no, that's annoying.
One day.
And for
We
those,
should say at this point, Colin.
yeah, I was just about to say that, you dick. Go
Yeah, soz mate. We should say hello if you're listening on the audio podcast. You're one of the, the audio gang. But there's also a contingency of people who'll be watching this either on the stream or on YouTube after we're done. We're going to wave at you right now, so you know that you're just that special to us.
I can't actually see you at the moment, Chris. So are you waving? I don't even know. I'm going to load up the video again. Where
I'm
are
waving.
you? Waving? I can't even
Hello,
see.
audio.
There you
Hello,
are.
video. Hi.
Your hair has slowly got more shaggier as the episode has gone on. It started off like nice and neat, but now it's all over your face. You look like you've just been out. You just got back from a night of heavy boozing. It's great.
That's my life.
It is your life. You've got great. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, hi. Who knows when we're going to do another video? Probably never. But
It's a lot. It's a lot of effort, but it's worth it for number 50.
you should see all the cables I've got going around here. It is pretty crazy. But talking of video content, if you haven't already, why not check out my recent review for Sparkle 2? You know, the latest offering from 10 Tons Ltd. If you go on our website, heroesofhandheld.com, you can find links to our YouTube page. And guess what? You'll find my review. It's good times. I'm doing thumbs up on the webcam. Woo! Good times. Hi, Chris.
Great. Hi, Colin. So we've got absolutely tons to talk about this week. I feel like we should race through the intro bits before tackling news.
We always say that, but then it ends up being like half an hour long in the opening.
Yeah, so you should control yourself because I'm a professional.
Great. Okay.
Let's do some intro bits.
Yeah, you can start.
Well, I'd love to start, but my Google Docs is frozen. So
Brilliant.
wait, we're in.
He's back.
We're in.
Right. Great.
A couple of bits of listener feedback that we want to thank.
Yeah.
First of all, Colin Byrne.
Yeah.
First of all, our pal David Goodman, who said he actually specifically aimed at me, which was quite nice because normally they come in just at you, so that was good. David asked. He said he's glad to hear that I had fun at MCM, and he's actually planning on buying that Hyperdimension Neptunia game, the one that I picked out and said looked odd. So I hope you enjoy that, David. Please let us know if it's good. I'm really curious. It didn't look like my sort of game, but if you're into that kind of stuff, let me know how it is. He had a question.
Did he?
Colin.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you'll have a similar answer to me on this. He wanted to know about the NVIDIA Shield, and he's noticed that we don't really talk about the NVIDIA Shield. Is that because it's not out yet, or because there's no games, or compatibility issues? And yeah, he just wants to know why we don't mention it. And I don't know about you, Colin. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I feel like it's because the NVIDIA Shield was kind of hyped for a bit. It has not been mentioned at all. There's no adverts. There's no it never gets mentioned on sort of blogs or like on trailers or on adverts for games like Android games. I don't know. You know how the Vita came out, but there's not really any adverts for it. But there are like occasional ones. The Shield is like that. Like I didn't even know it was out over here because it's so barely talked about. What's your take on this?
Can I be brutally honest, Christopher? Now,
you don't know what it is, do you?
No, Chris. Let me be brutally honest here.
Yeah.
I am a big handheld gamer, and I'm not going to lie. Until I saw it mentioned in our Google Drive about 3 weeks ago, I had never even heard of it. I didn't have a clue what it was. I didn't have a clue. Is that bad? I hadn't seen it mentioned anywhere. Where did it come from? What is it? Well, I know what it is now, but where did it come from?
It's just not talked about. And I remember before it came out, like, kind of nerdy people like us were really excited for it because it's, how cool does this sound? Like an incredible Android device, I think I'm sure it's Android.
It is Android. It seems like the Ouya. Did you ever hear about the Ouya?
Oh yes, that is a similar. Yeah, I totally get what you mean.
Yeah, that completely bombed because I think no one's bought it. Did that funded through Kickstarter, didn't it? The Ouya.
Yeah, the Shield. Yeah, it did. I'm not sure.
I think a lot of people were annoyed because I do actually listen to other podcasts. Oh my god, blasphemy!
Heresy.
But a lot of some of the other podcasters have actually bought the Ouya. They put a bid in on Kickstarter or whatever you call it. They backed it, and they were a bit annoyed because they're based in the UK, but the Ouya developers put all their emphasis on people in the US, and so people in Europe and UK and everything like that had to wait a bit longer for games and the actual console to be delivered. So it sort of was a bit of a silly thing to put your emphasis on the US rather than everyone who's put supported your project. But I mean, people say the Ouya is quite nice, but it just seems a bit forgettable, And I get the impression that this NVIDIA Shield looking at it, I'm looking at pictures here. It looks like the exact same thing.
Well, this isn't. See, it looks like it's not been out here very long.
£149 here on eBay.
You can buy them on Amazon and eBay and stuff. But Colin.
Yeah.
But I don't know how long it's been out over here because I'm reading an interview here from February time. With NVIDIA saying it's going to come out in the UK, but they don't know when. So maybe those Shield consoles are ones that have been bought across.
Yeah. I mean, this would explain why I've never even heard of it, really, because it's not even out over here yet. It says it was released on. Wait, hold on a second.
I'm struggling to work out if it's out here legitimately or not, basically.
How long has this thing been out for, supposedly?
In the US, it's been out since the summer.
Yeah, last year.
Over here, I don't know. I don't know if it is out officially or if these are companies that import them from the States, which I suspect could be it. But if anyone in the UK and owns an NVIDIA Shield, let us know what the skinny is.
Yeah, I didn't realise it was now over here. That's weird.
We've had listeners get in touch before who own NVIDIA Shields and have talked about how comfortable they are, but also I don't know how scarce the games are, or Anyway, David's email was really good because I just didn't know. I was like, why aren't we mentioning this? But then it's like, well, because this never gets talked about here. Like, there's no news, no articles on it, nothing. So there's your answer, Mr. Goodman. So thank you very much for getting in touch. Another quickie, Colin.
Yes.
Can I do a quickie? Do you mind if I give you a quick quickie?
Yeah, give me a quick quickie, please.
Our pal Justin, who emailed in, he said he was the one who did the review, so that was nice. We've been rubbing each other's backs, and that's been very pleasant. So thank you, Justin. It's really nice. Do you know what I mean? Because he did a review, and we were really grateful and thanks for the review. And he was like, "Oh, thanks for mentioning our website." So it's nice,
Oh, it's like a bromance going on here. I love it.
He says he's been talking about his Vita and Borderlands 2. And he said he's the guy who sent in a review ages ago about how he kept blowing himself up with grenades. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I've got things to say on Borderlands 2 in a little bit. So
good.
Type for that.
Nice one. He's just saying he's got the Vita Slim, he likes it, but he hasn't held the old one, so he can't really compare it. He'd like to maybe have a slightly larger device in his hands, but maybe because he's just got bigger hands, and that he likes the resolution a lot more than the 3DS. But what I really liked, Colin, is that he reckons he's listened to a majority of our Heroes of Handheld podcasts, which is really nice. He's obviously been a fan.
Yeah. He started listening after we were advertised on another podcast, which I'm a big fan of, which I'm very happy to hear.
Stream. You can talk about on Morning Stream, that's fine.
He doesn't compete with us, so if you don't listen to Scott Johnson's podcast, you should. He does a show called The Morning Stream, which I am a very big listener of. I love. Yeah. Chris knows this. Scott Johnson's basically my hero. Basically.
Yeah, me and Colin have been friends for a long time, and I would say that you've mentioned Scott Johnson more than you've breathed.
Probably, yeah. But,
so thank you, Justin, for getting in touch. That was very kind of you. And we're always welcoming your feedback. Heroes of Handheld.
Yeah. Did you think David was it? This is the guy who asked about downloading our podcast and stuff.
Yeah.
I hope he didn't take offence to our opening. Did you listen to the opening I did on that podcast a few episodes back? And,
I did the British one. Yeah.
That was all in jest. I hope he didn't take it too seriously.
I'm sure he knew it was meant with a cracked smile.
That's probably why he aimed his email at you, because he hates me now. Probably.
Just
probably. But that's all very good. Thank you for your feedback. And how can people email us in the future, Chris?
Here is handheld@gmail.com, Colin Byrne.
It can indeed. Come on, people. But
Now, let's race through. Keep racing, son.
right, okay. I want to get through a quick review now because we're going to save the end of the show for E3. We want to do our predictions for E3.
Okay.
So I want to open the show with a review. Now, I have purchased Borderlands 2 for the PlayStation Vita. It came out over here in the UK on May the 28th. It's already been out in America for a couple of weeks, so this review is a bit late in coming out. But so I've been playing Borderlands 2, and I got it for £12 from a local game store, which is not bad because it retails for £19.99 on the PS Store.
But you didn't get it for 12, you traded in as well.
Yeah, I was going to get to that. I traded in Rayman Origins on my Vita for £11 and got that off the price because it was £24.99, which is, it's not bad anyway. But £12 for a game like Borderlands 2 was pretty darn good. So, right, okay, I've got the game. I barely got any space left on my memory card, so I couldn't install any of the DLC. So at the moment, all I've got is the actual game, no DLC. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through the game without the DLC. Then once I've finished it, I'll add the DLC in. Is that a good way of doing it, Chris? Do you reckon?
Yeah, I would say finish the game first and then do DLC. There's no rush.
Yeah, and so far, right, I've never played Borderlands 1. I've never played Borderlands 2. This was a new experience for me. I'm not that far into it. I've probably played about an hour so far. And I am having a lot of fun with it, Chris. I've not had a game like this on handheld before. It's very ambitious what they've tried to do. It seems like Borderlands 2 was a massive game. A lot of content, a lot to it. And the fact they've actually managed to make a port onto the PS Vita is very impressive in my opinion.
Yeah, it's quite something, isn't it?
It's a lot. It's not what I expected at all. I didn't realise it was a sort of a mission-based game. I don't know why. I didn't know that. And
really, that's interesting.
Yeah, and it's the whole shoot and loot thing. When you loot stuff from crates and stuff. I can see, because there's always loads of crates and stuff. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. The only issue I would have, the technical issues people have complained about. The only thing I can really complain about is when there's a lot of enemies on screen, it does seem to slow down a bit. Like it does seem to doesn't seem to be able to cope very well under the pressure of all the enemies and all the action. But apart from that, it seems to work pretty darn well. I saw people have been complaining about the grenades, the grenade placement on it. I've not found it too troublesome so far. I mean, from what I can gather, from what I've figured out on my own, is that to throw a grenade, you just tap the bottom right screen on the touch screen. You literally tap the little grenade indicator. And that's it. It doesn't seem too bad. I don't know why people are getting their knickers in the twist about it. I think it's a lot of fun.
But then you've got tiny gnome fingers.
Yes, that probably helps. My little gnome fingers. And they use the back pad to sprint and also to use a power. You get a sort of powers.
Yes, special skills.
But yeah, can I do my Liam Neeson impression, please?
No.
A certain set of skills.
Why ask for permission if you're just gonna fly in the face of it?
Because I really wanted to show it off as great. A certain set of skills.
You sound like Sean Connery after a.
No, I don't. That's a lie. I sound great. But so yeah, it's fun. It's not what I expected. The story so far is quite interesting. Like the characters are funny so far. I've met that little robot. What's his name? Clatterjang.
Clatterjang.
Snapchat, is that his name?
Yes,
Claptrap. And then Sir Hammer something?
Sir Hammerlock.
Hammerlock, yeah, they both seem like cool characters. It's very funny. The script is very funny, which I'm liking so far. And I like the comic book style animation to it as well. It's very cartoony, which I'm liking.
The bits I really like in Borderlands 2 are when you meet a new character and it's like and does like a little slow.
Oh yeah, there's all the cool intro, a diagonal text, and it's so cool. Yeah.
I would say though, I'd be interested to see if you get bored of it after a while, because the first couple are really cool, and then after a while it's like okay, every new character. I'm glad you're enjoying it. We should play. I might get it actually. It sounds like you're having fun with it, and we can play together.
Yeah, it is definitely set up for a multiplayer experience, because as soon as I started it for the first time, it pretty much comes up with the option to join a friend or add a friend to the game straight away,
Well, I'll
And
just
throughout
bring
the whole
up
game.
my really overpowered level 50 characters and then just walk through your game. It'll be great.
That'd be great. But yeah, my character's currently level 6, so
Nice.
that's fun. But no, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's not what I expected. I found myself, I can't, I'll sit down and play a bit, and I end up playing for like, well, I've only played now a bit so far, but a lot of games on the Vita, I'll play like for about 5 minutes and then like put it down again.
Yeah.
But for this, I'm playing it for a bit longer, substantial amount
Good.
of time, and it seems like there's a lot of content to it. So I'm looking forward to getting through a load of the missions and meeting this handsome Jack fellow, who seems like a bit of a dick.
Oh,
But,
Jackie. Yeah, he's cool.
he's,
Cool.
he's-
I'm glad you're enjoying it, Colin.
Yeah, so that's my brief first impressions review. I'm at some point once I've finished it. This probably won't be for a while, but I'll probably do a video review for it, even though it'll be like 2 months down the line and no one will care anymore. But I will still do a video review. Damn it, it's gonna be great. So yes, I'm enjoying it so far, which I'm happy about. I'm glad I spent longer on it because I don't like spending money normally.
Wonga. I know.
Wonga.
A couple of other little bits we need to talk about before we kick things off,
Yes.
and they're both yours, but doing quick, Colin, because frankly you're boring me.
Well, this is very brief. Basically, we're going to be talking about E3 in a bit more detail a bit later on, but I thought it was interesting. I saw this article pop up, and it's about Media Molecule. Those lovely guys behind Little Big Planet and also
British
Stereo.
as well.
Yes, that's good.
Based in Guildford.
Yes. Whereabouts is Guildford again? I should probably know that. It's out north somewhere, isn't it?
No, it's near us.
Is it?
It's relatively near us.
That's awkward. Well, they pretty much said they're not going to be at E3, which is a shame. They've done a couple of tweets, which are, firstly, E3 is right around the corner. How exciting! Sadly, we're not showing anything this year, but we're sending high fives to everyone who is. And they also put a lovely heart, which is nice. And they also said, we've got a whole lot of fun to show you later, though, and we simply cannot wait. So hold on tight, it won't be too much longer.
Double
So,
bluff?
Yeah, I don't know. What could they possibly be showing? Is it going to be Tearaway 2? Yes? Yes? Tearaway 2? Yes? Yes?
Maybe? I don't know. I reckon double bluff. I think they're going to come out and they're going to be riding a giant Sackboy. Sackboy, a Little Big Planet.
Or like, I don't know, they'll come in riding a paper aeroplane or something.
Yeah.
Great. Anyway, so yeah, Media Molecule not going to be at E3, which is a shame. I just wanted to briefly mention that. Should I mention my FIFA 14 iPad review?
No, oh, go on then. But do it in less than 100 words, and I'll be counting. Go.
Okay, right. Basically, I downloaded FIFA 14 for my iPad. It's free to download, but when it's free, obviously you have to pay a little bit. And if you want to play like manager mode and tournament mode, you have to pay
£45.
£2.99. But it's free, and it's free to download the initial game. And with that free game, you can actually play online, which is really cool. But
60.
unless
Colin.
but, just one more thing.
Two-thirds of your words up.
Unless you've got a really good internet connection, I wouldn't bother downloading FIFA 14 for free. Unless you're planning on paying $2.99 for the other modes, because without a good internet connection, you're really going to struggle. Because you need literally perfect internet, otherwise you're not going to play online very well. Okay, so that's my FIFA 14 review. It's fun apart from that, though. Whenever I can get a game to complete, it's fun. Okay, right, that's my review. Good.
No offense, Colin.
Sorry.
Right, you're a good pal.
Sorry, be gentle.
That was the worst 100-word review I've ever heard.
Why?
Because you spent 2/3 of it talking about the fact it was free. I don't even know what a FIFA is.
FIFA is a football game.
I know.
You penis! The World Cup's coming up. I'm going to stab you with my USB stick.
Mate, I know the World Cup's coming up. Do you know how I know the World Cup's coming up? Because you get green and yellow M&Ms.
You notice that you can buy so much Brazil things now, can't you, everywhere? Because the World Cup's in Brazil. I tried some Brazilian Pringles the other day, and they're really nice. Brazilian chili. Really nice.
Very nice.
Anyway,
Should we do the news?
No, Chris. There's one more thing we've not mentioned.
Vita Pets has arrived, and it may surprise.
That's what I've written in the Google Drive. Vita Pets has arrived and may surprise. Now, one review has finally been... actually, no, firstly, I watched a gameplay video for Vita Pets. It came out last week, I think, or a week before. I'm not going to lie, it looks quite good, Chris. I'm worried. It looks quite fun.
Yeah.
And a review's finally been released for it, because I think it's out in America now. And do you know what the reviewer gave it?
17.
9 out of 10.
Wow.
Out of 10. So we've been taking the piss out of Vita Pets, but it could be a surprise package, so we wait and see.
Well, we were taking the piss out of Vita Pets before they said about the really cool adventuring mode.
Yeah, it's because they had really stupid British accents, wasn't it? Hello
Yeah.
there.
Alright, Governor, I'm a parrot.
Why? Oh wait! I thought it was Vita Dogs. It's Vita Pets, isn't it? You made a funny joke, Chris. Well done.
What? I don't get it. What was the joke?
Because I was about to take the piss out of you because I thought Vita Pets was just going to be about dogs. But it's a good point. It's called Vita Pets, not Vita Dogs.
Okay, let's get on with the news.
Okay.
Are you editing this middle bit out?
Yes.
Okay, good. My computer's froze, and now I'm back. I've got news, but it's basically like it's 6 tiny things.
Right. Okay. So I've got 2 really tiny things, so I'll get those 2 up and do that straight away.
Yeah.
I think the thing that's going to take the longest is the PSP bit, because that's the big news, really.
Yeah. Or the PS4 and Vita bundle.
Yeah, those 2 are quite big.
I reckon just the sale, like just briefly mention the sale
That's
and the
what I'm
action
gonna do,
bundle and the colours.
I'm going to brief. No, the colours is something to do with the PSP thing, because
Okay.
basically because Japan are offering people who trade in their PSP, they're offering them a discount on a Vita
Oh, cool.
bundle, which I've got red and black colours, which is cool. I love the sound of that. Right, you see the one that says the awesome Vita action bundle is coming to the UK.
Yeah.
I'll redo that one, and also the 2 sales that are happening on the store. I'll do those like literally in a minute.
Nice one. Okay. Well, I'm ready when you are.
You can kick us off. Let me just load up these web pages so they are all ready to go.
Ready to go now. If anyone watches the video, then this will be a really nice behind the scenes of how we do things here.
You do.
And we haven't even done any racism yet.
Oh, that's. I'm looking at my video here, and it's literally about 5 minutes behind. So I'm watching us do the news. That's interesting.
Oh wow.
That's fun. I've got such a big nose. It's great. Anyway. Right. Okay. It says we've got 1 viewer. Is there actually someone watching?
Maybe.
Or is it you? It's probably just you. How can you tell? I don't think you can.
Don't know, Matt. Ready when you are.
Oh, it's me. I'm watching.
Of course.
That's great. Okay. Right.
Right.
I'm going to exit that.
Ready, Colin?
Let's make everything a bit faster. Can you see me, Chris? Can you see?
Yeah, I can see you.
I can see clearly now. The rain has gone or cleared, whatever it is. Anyway. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. So 3, 2, 1.
Hi, Colin Byrne. Welcome to the
Hi.
news section. Hello, listening friends. Welcome to the news section. Hello, visual friends. Welcome to the news section.
Hello,
Now, Colin
hello,
Byrne,
friends.
this time last week we briefly mentioned Pokemon remakes. I'm sure it cropped up. And it's come out this week. News that Nintendo had trademarked Pokemon Delta Emerald. IGN were the first to find this. And yeah, they filed a trademark in Japan for Pokemon Delta Emerald. Now, what we're not sure about is obviously we've already had Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire announced.
Yes.
So, Colin, could this be a new Pokemon game? I don't know. I don't think so. Could it just be trademark protection?
Yeah.
Also potentially true. I just found it interesting.
So Pokemon Sapphire, you say?
Delta Sapphire. No, Delta Emerald. Delta Emerald. And Emerald obviously came out at the same time as Ruby and Sapphire.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what this means. If we're actually going to get... I think it's just protection, because I can't really see them releasing 3 Pokemon games at once.
I don't know. They are big money bringers.
Yeah, but two at once is like, you get one, your friend gets the other. 3 at once is a bit like, do you know what I mean? It's a bit overkill.
You can never overkill Pokemon. As long as there's Pokemon games, people will buy them. That's the thing.
Yeah, but I don't know, 3 at once. I think Delta Emerald is either trademark protection or it's a sign of something bigger they're working on. Maybe a Wii U game that is like a 3D one.
But would that be a bigger thing than a 3DS release of Pokemon, a Wii U game?
Yeah, I think so. A Wii U Pokemon game.
I don't know. I saw some of that.
I just really can't see them releasing 3 games at once. Like, that's massive overkill. And because people can afford to get, like, not really hardcore Pokemon fans will get both games at launch, right? If they're really, really into it. No one's going to get 3 games at launch. That's almost £100.
Well, I don't know. There are some big Pokemon fans out there. And, I don't know. I mean, Pokemon game. When are these remakes coming out? You probably mentioned it, but I don't listen to you.
Yeah, that's fine. Fall this year, I think. So autumn time.
Autumn time. Well, it's hard to say, really, because, I mean, why did they remake these 2 games specifically? The ones that you mentioned before?
Well, because they're going in order. You really don't listen to me, do you, Colin? They're going in order. So they've done Gold and Silver, and Emerald and Sapphire and Ruby was the next gen.
Yeah.
I think it's just protection because it's a name that's obvious. I think if they were going, or they're going to announce at E3, but it's not going to be a straight remake. It's going to be a 3D remake for the Wii U, and it's going to be the same setting and the same game, but just a completely revamped style, possibly.
Yeah. For the Wii U Pokemon game, that is an interesting concept, though, thinking about that.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if they do. I mean, some people think that at E3, like, Nintendo will begin, teasing a new console they're working on. I don't know if I believe that, to be honest with you.
I don't know if I believe that.
No,
and if they are, I don't know if they'll tease it with Delta Emerald. Like,
maybe not.
And it's fucking hard to say as well.
Yeah. So that's cool, I guess. I mean, that's for people. If you love your Pokemon, this is great. I need to get back into Pokemon.
If you're interested in Pokemon or in trademark and copyright, then this is the news story for you.
This is definitely a news story, especially if you're like me, and you don't care about Pokemon X. Hold on, this is making sense. But what I was saying is, I need to get back into Pokemon though, because I haven't played it in like 3 months, maybe.
Let's play together next week.
That'd be great. What? You've probably got level 50 on all your creatures, and I've got like level 1s. Like little rabbits, bumblebees. What are they called, those little rabbits in Pokemon?
Oh, there's all sorts. Bunnery?
Leah, or something. Maybe. Okay, great. So, if you're excited about Pokemon, then this is the story for you. But would Nintendo bother to... I mean, who's going to release a game called Delta, Why would they need to
plus Alpha and Omega are like, here's the best, like it's the first, and there's Omega, which is like omnipotent, and here's Delta, which is like 4th in line and not that great, Delta's not cool. Like, Omega and Alpha are cool. Delta, not so much.
You don't get many games called Delta, do you? Unless it's like that game that used to be in arcades called Delta Squad. Do you ever play that? That was great.
Good knowledge. 10 points for Gryffindor.
10 points to Hufflepuff.
Why don't you do some news, Colin, so I can give you judgmental comments?
Please do. I hope people don't think like I don't care about Pokemon. I do.
Well, it's just that you don't listen to what I say. That's fine. We have a good personal relationship.
No, I do listen to what you say. I love you, Chris. You're like a second cousin twice removed.
How have we got to episode 50 when you don't even care about anything I talk about?
I care what you talk about, but when you talk about Pokemon, I sort of like just phase out a little bit because
that's fine.
I swear we mention Pokemon stuff like every week. There's always something Pokemon, isn't there? Especially in the world of Nintendo 3DS. Because there's always a new Pokemon game coming out.
Amen, brother.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
Great. Your hair's slowly getting more emo quiffy as we progress through the episode. I'm loving it. And now he's changing his hair. LOL! Right, okay, I'm going to do some news. Okay, I've got 3 very quick news stories I want to get through. Firstly, last week I mentioned the fact that something called the Action Pack Bundle is coming to the PlayStation Vita. This was via a French website who advertised that the games Batman, Arkham Origin Blackgate, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, and Injustice Gods Among Us are going to be part of the PlayStation Vita Action Mega Bundle Pack.
Yeah, it was a really good deal, wasn't it?
Yeah, but as well as those 3 games, it will also come with Killzone Liberation and God of War Chains of Olympus, which are both PSP games. And it also comes with an 8GB memory card. And we've found more information out now. Apparently, it's going to be released with there's going to be a console bundle pack as well with this action pack. which is going to retail for €199 in Europe, which is about £161. There's no UK price for this yet, but I mean, €199 isn't that bad, because for that you get like an 8 GB memory card, which is a pretty good size, a Vita Slim, and all those games. That's pretty darn impressive, Christopher.
Yeah, that is quite a good. That is just a very good deal. So is it coming out over here?
Well, there's been no price on the Vita console bundle with it, but there's a price for the actual Mega Action Bundle Pack, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That's going to retail. Just the Action Mega Pack is going to retail for €40, which seems dirt cheap to me.
Yeah, that is a pretty good deal.
For those games, and that's about £32, and it's going to be available at the end of June, which isn't that long away. I mean, all those games. I mean, what have we got? I mean, Arkham Origins Blackgate. What that retails for about £20 new, maybe.
Yeah, about that. Although it's been on sale on both platforms this week because of 75 years of Batman.
Fair enough.
But anyway, go on.
Battlestar All-Star, whatever, Royale with Cheese is probably worth about a tenner, maybe. But Injustice Gods Among Us, that's also probably worth about 20. So this is quite a good deal. And obviously those two PSP games and an 8 GB memory card.
Which PSP games is it again?
Killzone Liberation and God of War Chains of Olympus.
Yeah, got you. Yeah, so even those would both be like almost a tenner each, I imagine.
Yeah, so this is coming to the UK. I think this is just a European thing, though. I don't think this is an American bundle, unfortunately. Because I think the UK got that indie bundle pack a few months ago, and it was just over here in the UK and Europe.
And the Lego one as well.
Yeah, we seem to get some pretty good bundle packs over here. We're lucky. But talking of America and things that they get and we don't get, the Americans are getting a flash sale on the Vita and PlayStation 3, just PlayStation 3, not PlayStation 4. And this means that a load of JRPGs are going to be on sale, Chris.
Thumbs up! JRPG, thumbs up!
Yay! This is good news for you JRPG fans, but I get the impression that Sony don't understand what a flash sale is, because this started yesterday and it ends on Friday. So that's not really a flash sale, is it? That's like 4 free days. Isn't a flash sale supposed to be like an hour or something?
Yeah, like the Steam flash sales are normally like, here's a game, it's 10p for 20 minutes. But, you know, it's still a sale.
Yeah, so looking down this list here, for the Americans, you're going to get Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars on sale. That's going to be $30 apparently. I'm really going to enjoy saying all these names, Chris. I really am.
Yeah, maybe you should just do the highlights, Colin. If you read everything, I think I might fall asleep.
There's only like 3 or 4 Vita games, unfortunately. Final Fantasy X/10-2 HD Remastered is $30.
That's the new one.
Is it
or
the
newish one?
Oh, that's
yeah, I think so.
Soul Sacrifice is going to be $6.49. That's pretty good. What else do we have? And lastly, there's going to be Toukiden, The Age of Demons.
Oh, Toukiden.
The Age of Demons is going to be $20. So that's going to be on sale. They're all going to be on sale until Friday. So get them whilst you can, people. That's that's like up to 75% off. That's not bad. So well done, Americans, for giving your people a JRPG sale. We could really do a JRPG sale, though. To be honest.
Well, Colin, we could do with some sort of EU PSN sale, couldn't we?
EU?
Maybe a pre-E3 one.
No, Chris, you said EU. Hold on.
Like
EU.
Europe.
I'm losing it today, Chris. I thought you said E3. For fuck's sake, I'm sorry. I'm really not with it today. I'm so sorry.
That's right. Don't swear though. You're
I'm
in the
so sorry. Oh god, we're gonna have to put a bloody explicit tag on this episode. Oh god.
That'll get the listeners in.
Yes, it will. Right, yeah, so as Chris was hinted to, we Europeans do get a sale as well. Yay! We're getting a pre-E3 discount, and it starts today, and today is what's today? It is the 4th of June. So this should be up now. So us lovely European folks are going to get a host of games on sale. And on the PlayStation Vita, we're going to get, Chris, I know you're going to be excited about this, but can you please hold on to your hat? Because Chris is actually wearing a hat now. Please hold on.
Okay, I've got it.
Please brace yourself. Football Manager Classic 2014 is only going to be $14.99.
I can't do it, Colin. I'm so excited.
That's now from £29.99, which is
what a scoop.
But unfortunately, Chris, if you decide to move to Germany, you can't get it because it's not available in Germany. So that's sad. Right, anyway, other games that are on sale on the Vita. We have Retro City Rampage, which is going to be £3.19. Not bad. Dead or Alive 5 Plus is going to be £14.99. Need for Speed Most Wanted is £6.99. That's not bad. And obviously, these have an additional 10% discount for PS Plus now, which is good. And, oh, Chris, Persona 4. Your boy Persona 4 Golden is going to be £14.99.
That's a good deal.
Down from 34 quid. And lastly, Lego Lord of the Rings is going to be £15 as well.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome. Have you seen that film yet?
No.
Why have you not seen it? It's so good.
I don't know, Colin. Why have you not bought Persona?
I've got something to tell you, Chris. I went and watched X-Men Days of Future Past yesterday.
Yeah.
And I know you were very lukewarm about it.
I wasn't very lukewarm. I gave it 7 out of 10.
Yeah. 7 out of 10.
What were you? Just really quick.
I'll give it a strong 8 out of 10.
Oh, lame.
I thought it was really good.
No, it is good.
Colin, 8 out of 10 burn.
8 out of 10 burn. No, it is good. Anyway,
so just quickly, these Lego. Have you played any Lego games on Vita yet?
No, not on Vita.
They're pretty much all on Vita, and I haven't played any of them.
Yeah, I hear they're quite different. One of my friends, Lee, he got the Vita Lego Lord of the Rings, maybe, and said it was very different to the console one.
Yeah.
Not played it though.
All I know of the console versions of the Lego games is that you run around collecting bits of Lego, and that's basically it.
Yeah, you should play it actually. They come up on Plus every now and then. Lego Lord of the Rings has been on Plus, I think, but you should dabble. They are good fun.
Yeah.
They're really good actually. You and your other half, whose name I won't give out because you get all weird about security stuff. You guys would enjoy playing Lego games.
Yeah.
They're really good couple games.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, me and you could play them if you ever return my calls. Let's do some 3DS.
You can. Anyway, but to finish up, 2 great sales coming, whether you're in Europe or America. So get excited.
Hooray! Harvest Moon, Colin Byrne.
Yeah.
Now, you remember we spoke last week about a Harvest Moon game that wasn't a Harvest Moon game, but it basically is a Harvest Moon game.
Yeah.
Well, now we've got a Harvest Moon game that's a Harvest Moon game that actually isn't a Harvest Moon game.
Well, that sounds great. Brilliant. Please,
yeah, so after last week, when we were talking about the announcement of Story of Seasons, now we have news that Harvest Moon 3D The Lost Valley is coming to 3DS later this year. And I can't really work out the difference. I think the difference is, so they're being made by different developers, right?
Yeah.
One by Xseed and one by Natsume. And I don't know how it really works. I get the impression that, and this is only my impression, that Natsume must have... Natsume have the title Harvest Moon, so they're making a Harvest Moon game, but Xseed, I think, have actually made the games before. I don't really understand it, if I'm 100% honest with you. But someone on Reddit did a really good summary, which if you give me 30 seconds to load the page, I will read to you now. How does that sound? Like a deal?
Great. Go on.
In the meantime, Harvest Moon: The Lost Valley, according to Natsume President and CEO Hiro Meikawa, this is from Polygon.com, he says, Harvest Moon: Lost Valley is truly evolving the franchise. Hardcore fans will love it. Players who haven't played a Harvest Moon game in a while will want to try it out, and new players will be introduced to the unique and charming world that is Harvest Moon. And he's basically saying it's going to innovate and be very, very different. Now, let me read you this wonderful summary from my top Reddit correspondent when I can load the page. So, Ty Dirk on Reddit has listed some bullet points. So, here we go. The series that we know as Harvest Moon in Japan is called Bokuju Monogatari, which is Japanese for Farm Story, and it's owned by Marvelous AQL. Okay, with me so far?
Yeah.
Up until the latest Harvest Moon, which in Japan is called Bokuju Monogatari Tsunagaru Shintenshi in Japan, it was being localized by Marvelous AQL subsidiary Xseed as Story of Seasons. So that's coming out over here, right?
Yeah.
So it's being localized by Xseed over here, but because Natsume localized the name the name over here, they own the words Harvest Moon in game context. So Exceed can't call the game, which is a farm story game, they can't call it Harvest Moon over here because Natsume own the Harvest Moon name. So Natsume are continuing to use Harvest Moon name on the new title, but it's not a Bokuju Monogatari game being developed by Marvelous AQL. Does that make sense?
No.
So we're getting two games, Colin.
Yeah.
Story of Seasons,
which
isn't Harvest Moon in name, but it's Harvest Moon in
spirit.
The fact it's just a translation of a Harvest Moon game.
Okay.
And Harvest Moon: The Lost Valley, which isn't a Harvest Moon game and it's being newly developed by Natsume. Yeah. So, and it looks like Natsume used to localize the games, which is why they own the Harvest Moon title. So it's kind of like, Colin, if I release a song in Japan and I call it Farm Story, you do a cover version over here and you call it Harvest Moon, right? And then I keep making this song called Farm Story 2, Farm Story 3, and you keep doing Harvest Moon 2, Harvest Moon 3 over here, right? So then eventually I get bored of your cover versions and I ask someone else to do a cover of it. So let's call them Bob. And I say, Bob, can you do a cover of my Farm Story 5? And he says, okay, but we can't really call it Harvest Moon because that's what Colin calls his covers. So then Bob says, okay, we'll call it Season Storm, whatever the game's called. Story of Seasons.
So what's happening?
So wait, Colin, wait. Let me finish my analogy.
My brain just exploded. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you, right? You're now pissed off at me, and you're pissed off at Bob because we're nicking your shit. So you're calling a game Harvest Moon, even though it's not a translation of Farm Story.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I can do another analogy with clothes if you want me to.
A cover of a cover of a cover.
No, you don't get it. But
I really don't. I'm so confused.
It's basically legally. So we've got a Harvest Moon game that isn't a Harvest Moon game, and a game that isn't Harvest Moon that is Harvest Moon. How does that not make sense?
I don't know what's going on anymore. But the moral is...
Sorry, Colin. Colin, let me finish.
Oh.
Breaking news. This game will come out later this year in Japan, and it's going to be shown at E3 as well. Now, what were you going to say?
For people who love Harvest Moon, you're getting loads of Harvest Moon games.
Yeah, basically. It's like a Harvest Moon plethora. It's like there's a harvest of them.
The harvest of Harvest Moons. You've harvested your Harvest Moons. That's good. So loads of Harvest Moon games coming. So that's fun.
Yeah. So just pay attention to, do you want to play a game called Harvest Moon, or do you want to play a game that's called Harvest Moon in Japan that isn't called Harvest Moon over here? Basically.
Great.
Fantastic. Grand.
Right, so now that confusing crap's over with, it's time to get on some awesome breaking news, Chris. This has only found its way to the news media within the past couple of hours.
Wow.
It's big news. Now, this is something people have wanted since the PS4 was released, and it is a PS4 and Vita bundle. And it looks like it's finally happening. Woo!
I love the sarcastic words this episode.
It's only taken them it's only taken them a year to do it, almost a year. But yes, I found this article, which is interesting and exciting for anyone who is thinking of picking up a PS4 or a Vita. Then again, if you're listening to this podcast, you probably already own a Vita. So I don't know if this is relevant to anyone. Maybe if you're on a PS4 and another Vita. Maybe. Anyway, so this article, it was spotted on the Amazon of... What country is this? What country is it? Is it French? I think it might be France. Is it France? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, it's France. So French, like these French Amazon people are releasing all these cheeky little spoilers, because they were the first people to announce this Action Mega Pack, and now they've the first people to reveal this PS4 Vita bundle. There's a snazzy little picture. And do you know what this bundle's called, Chris?
I don't know, Colin. Tell me.
The Ultimate Player Edition.
Wow.
Oh, and there's even box art and everything. So we'll put this picture within the article of the on the website Here's Handheld of this episode. Basically, it's going to the price on the French Amazon is 579 euros 99 cents, and that translates to $789.99. But normally with bundles, they always try and make it a little bit cheaper, so it's worth your while. But this bundle
Yeah.
doesn't really seem to make much sense because €579 is the equivalent of adding a Vita Slim and a PS4 together in France. So basically, you might as well just buy them separately than buy them in this weird box. So I don't really see what the point is of this bundle, to be honest with you, because surely they want to encourage people to buy this bundle so they get both the consoles. So surely they should make it worth their while. But what's the point in making it the same price as it would be to buy them separately?
Yeah.
What's the point? I don't get it.
Unless they're going to, when it gets officially announced, there'll be a price drop.
Yeah,
Like maybe the price they've got is like a placeholder one.
Yeah, they're saying it's going to be released on July the 4th in France. Obviously, there's no news of an American or a UK or rest of Europe release yet. But this is exciting, especially for people who like,
Excuse me.
I mean, this seems like it's always seemed like Sony should have done this as soon as the PS4 was released. I mean, it makes sense because the remote play options on the Vita, like how it would help get more Sony fans to own Vitas, because obviously the Vitas never really sold that well, and I can't believe it's taken them this long. Yeah, I mean, this is positive looking. It looks like we're going to be getting this around the world. I'd be very surprised if this was only going to be in Europe. It will probably make its way to America, North America. But I just hope they sort out that price. Here's a question for you, Chris. If this comes to the UK, which it probably will, what do you reckon the price will be?
How much? How many euros is it?
Altogether,
Yeah.
€579.99, and that is equivalent of adding a Vita Slim and a PS4 together.
So you get a PS4 and a Vita Slim.
And that is it at the moment.
500 quid?
£500.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be worth your.
No, it wouldn't be worth it.
470. I'd pay 470 if I didn't already have a Vita.
Yeah, so it's $349 for a PS4 from Tesco. So $349 plus a PS Vita Slim.
Which is like 140 at least, more like 160.
£147 I'm seeing on eBay. So that's what, about
About 500. So yeah, I think 470 and chuck in 3 months worth of PS Plus and you've got a sale.
Or a bloody memory card, a Vita memory card. They have to throw in one of those, surely.
Well, maybe. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Would be nice. But yeah, this makes me hopeful for future, bundles coming to the UK, but we shall see what happens.
Well, how much would you pay for a PS3, PS Vita, PS4 bundle?
What, all three of them?
Yeah, mate.
About 500.
Okay, yeah.
Give me a PS4, yeah, and a Vita Slim, yeah, but then chuck in the PS3 for free.
Yeah, sure.
Why not? Because if you've got a PS4, why would you need a PS3? You know what I'm saying, bro?
Okay, alright, Colin. All best. Let me know when you understand how prices work.
How much would you think then? Go on, give me your estimation price. Come on.
Well, I mean, this would never happen. But a PS3, a PS4, and a Vita, that's got to be at least 600 quid.
600 quid.
Because, I mean, PS3 costs about the same as a Vita now, so that's about 150 quid each. That's 300 plus the PS4 plus. Yeah, I think if it ever came out for 500 quid, I'd buy you one.
Why would you buy me one?
Because that's how much I don't believe there'd be a three-way bundle that costs like, only just over the price.
We know how much Chris likes his three-way bundles. Way! Anyway, breaking news very quickly. I've just seen that the Vita Slim is out in Australia today. So congratulations everyone in Australia. You can now get your hands on a Vita Slim.
Whoa! Nice one. Colin Byrne.
Yes!
Here's a couple of quick-fire bits of news for you, which I quite liked. First of all, we're getting a new 2DS bundle over here in sweet Europe.
Sweet Europe.
Obviously Nintendo's premier marketplace. The 4th of July, we will see the release of a new Super Mario Bros. 2 Special Edition Nintendo 2DS, which looks like, according to the TwitPic, that's how they announce stuff now on TwitPic. You get a copy of the game, a 2DS, and 30 extra, what I think says challenges, but it's quite hard to read. So that's cool. No indication of price.
Oh,
Colin, can you hear me?
I can hear
Yeah,
you.
you're okay. Good.
I was just
No indication of
being
price.
so soothed and relaxed by your voice. I was just falling asleep, to be honest. It's
Thanks, mate.
yeah, no problems, yeah, no worries.
But I have a question.
What?
Your 2DS. What color is your 2DS?
My 2DS is white and red.
Yes, it's white and red, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So what the hell is new about this one? Because this one's white and red. What a liberty!
What a fucking liberty! What's
So the only
is there a
thing you seem
picture?
to get, yeah. The only
Well,
thing you
look.
seem to get that's new is the 30 extra challenges, which could even be patched into the game. I can't remember if it's in there or not at the moment. So I don't really get what's new about it.
Yeah, hold on, wait there. For people on the video, they'll be able to see my 2DS. Chris, you keep talking. Stall them.
Okay, I want to see your 2DS. Oh, Colin's running off. Wow, just me, you, dear listeners. No Colin to think about. I could tell you all of his horrible, horrible secrets. All about the time I walked in. Oh, hi, Colin.
Hello.
I'll tell you later.
I can't wait to listen to that later. Anyway, this is supposed to be a special edition 2DS, is it?
Yeah. So show me yours.
This is my 2DS.
So it's white with red sides.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Turn it on its side.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a bit more red.
Blah blah blah. So you can see it. Yeah, it's all red. There's a little red stripe down the middle.
I don't really get this. I really don't get this. Maybe if it's cheap, if it's like 100 quid. That would be cool.
So typical. So I've got that game. Haven't I? I've got New Super Mario Bros. 2. So
yeah.
This is basically the one 2DS game I've got apart from Pokemon and my actual 2DS in a bundle. Well, that's great. Of all the 2DS games I could have picked, it had to be that one, didn't it?
But
so
yeah.
I'm looking at people's replies to this, and no one's actually said about the colour being already. Everyone seemed excited about it. I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just don't realise, or maybe you accidentally got a new one.
Maybe I accidentally this one slipped through the net.
Quick Twitter news number 2.
Yeah.
If you're ready. Nintendo UK announced that this is my favourite piece of news, by the way.
Oh, good.
Steel Diver, which is that first-person shooter submarine game, which we reviewed ages ago.
I played the demo for that. It was really average. It was great.
Hey, anyway, I'm not even going to talk to you about that. So, remember Steel Diver's got that weird price structure where everyone can get the free version, and then you can pay for the premium version, which gives you access to characters, DLC, and levels, and new content and stuff.
Freemium.
Freemium. They announced yesterday that if you own the premium version of Steel Diver Subwars before the 19th of June, you get to play as the Blue Marine from Star Fox. How cool is this, Colin? You don't understand because you've not played Star Fox, but to me, I was jizzing like a prom date. It was crazy.
Jizzing like a prom date? What?
You can play, okay, like a prom and
this
anyway.
This is like the fox from the Foxy Bingo adverts. Oh my god, it actually does. Have you ever seen those adverts for Foxy Bingo?
Yeah, it's a spaceship though.
What? No. What? This I just searched Star Fox and it's come up with a picture of a fox.
Yeah, okay. But you can play as the Blue Marine from Star Fox, which is the underwater ship used in some of the underwater levels. Just really, really cool. Nice bit of fan service. Probably will buy premium on Steel Diver now. I didn't really.
Just for that.
I think so because it's quite cheap. You do your next news story. I'll find out how much it costs because it looks so cool. I love Star Fox, and I just think that's really cool. Your turn, Colin.
What's Star Fox released on then?
Oh, it's Star Fox and Lilac Wars and Star Fox Adventures. There's been a couple of them. There's a good one on 3DS actually, a remake of Lilac Wars, which you'd like. Maybe.
Great.
You probably wouldn't like it. Never mind. Anyway, let's race on.
Yeah, I've got one more news story, and it's the biggest story of the week, Chris. It's sad news. The end of an era, as it were.
Yeah.
Now, the PSP, everyone loves the PSP, the PlayStation Portable, it was known as. There was about 5 different iterations of it, like the PSP Go, the PSP Lite, the PSP...
PSP 3000 was mine.
Feeling, whatever. Well, Chris, sad news. It's been announced that Sony are finally discontinuing the PSP. Sad time for Chris. So no more PSP. It seems like, from what people can gather, Sony want to put all their effort into the PlayStation Vita now,
Finally.
finally, as their
Why weren't they
sole.
doing that already?
I don't know. Were they still making games for PSP?
Yeah, I think so.
Were they? Oh my god, I just don't
But
understand.
I think it was
Sony.
I think it was mostly in Japan though.
Yeah, well, they're discontinuing it in the PSP in Japan, but it's also been announced that it's going to be discontinued in Europe at the later this year, and that American shipments of the PSP ended in January apparently. So it ended without anyone even realizing, which is odd.
Subtle.
But for those in Japan who have PSPs, Sony are doing something rather nice. They are making it worth your while to trade in a PSP. If you trade in your PSP and you live in Japan, you will be able to get a new super value PS Vita pack, a sort of bundle pack, at a discounted price. And in this bundle pack that they're releasing in Japan of the PlayStation Vita, there's going to be 2 awesome colours. This is all very exciting. Let me just find out what these colours are. Oh, there's going to be a red Vita, Chris. A red Vita. I'm so excited. I like red. I can get a red Vita to match my red 2DS. It's going to be great. There's also going to be a blue one as well.
Actually, I had a red PSP.
Did you? Oh.
Yeah, I had the ruby red one. I'm not really sure why.
Great, cool story, bro. Thanks for that. But these 2 new colours are going to be red and black and blue and black. These Wi-Fi versions will be bundled as part of the Super Value Pack, priced at 18,980 yen, which is equivalent to about 10p. I'm only joking. It's equivalent to about $190. I'm only messing. So this is good. So I like the fact. I mean, they should have maybe discontinued the PSP about 2 years ago, but it's good to see they're finally putting all their effort into the PlayStation Vita, even if it is 2 years too late. And I also like this offer they're giving to people in Japan, so they can trade in their PSPs to get a cheaper Vita. It's like, I mean, it almost seems like they think too many people in Japan are still buying PSPs. So are PSPs still outselling the PS Vita? I don't know. I haven't got any sales figures here. That'd be interesting to see. Apparently, like, Sony hasn't given out any just PlayStation Vita console sales figures. They always bundle the sales figures in PSP sales.
Together, don't they?
So it'd be interesting to see what the sales are like now. There's no more PSP on the market. And I just thought I never owned a PSP, but I mean, you owned a PSP. How many PSPs did you own? Was it just one?
Just the one, like that makes me out as some sort of peasant. Yes, I only had the one PlayStation Portable.
Well, it was around for 10 years. I don't know. You might have gone between models. I don't know.
No, I only had the one, and I paid 150 quid for it, and it ended up being just a Monster Hunter machine.
I mean, PSP.
I'm not even joking. That was all I played on it, Monster Hunter.
Were there any big games of note that were available on the PSP that made it a system?
Yeah, there were loads. There were loads of good games. Yeah. And there were loads, and I just played Monster Hunter. Like, I did dabble in other things, but Monster Hunter was my jam.
Yeah. It was. I know you love your Monster Hunter.
Yeah, it was just a very, very good time for playing Monster Hunter. I remember it fondly.
Yeah, I'm just reading some more into this article about the trade-ins. Just finding out some more information. It doesn't give any price of how much discount you can get. It just says they're offering users in country PS Vita product discounts for PSP trade-ins. I don't know how much off of Vita they'll get. It'll be interesting to see. But this is a nice gesture from Sony. And so basically, when you think of the PSP, you just think of Monster Hunter. That's your fondest memory of your PlayStation.
That was my jam. Yeah, I loved that game. I mean, I played the Ratchet and Clank game. I played the Killzone game.
Yeah.
I played Lego Indiana Jones on it.
Yeah.
But it was basically just Monster Hunter. Yeah. That's not even. I won't even pretend to call him.
I'm just looking into these bundle packs that are coming out in Japan, the Super Value Pack. It's going to have an 8GB memory card, and it's also going to include the games Destiny of Spirits Asia, Magica Wars Zanbatsu, No Puzzles Eva, which is a game apparently, Rebellion Run Dash or Capture, Yakuza Restoration, and a Hatsune Miku Project Diva F Seconds demo.
Hatsune Miku!
So some cool games there. Let's see what price point it's going to be. There's also PS Vita 1000 Super Value Pack. This model, as well notes, has the OLED screen and a 3G connectivity. It's bundled with the same games but priced at 19,980 yen. Blah blah blah. Right. Okay. So yeah, as I said, these bundle packs in Japan are going to retail for about $190, but that's 18,980 yen. They really need to sort their currency in Japan. That's so weird. Yen. What's that all about? You know? So like a million yen is equivalent to like £200. So weird. So weird. I think it's weird.
You done?
I'm done. My little rant about yen is over. Have you seen these pictures of these new Vitas?
No, we'll put them in the article so everyone can see.
I've got to say, the blue one looks really cool. I'm liking the look of that.
Yeah.
Darn sweet.
Cool.
So that's cool. So farewell PSP. You had a good run. 10 years is quite impressive, and I never bought one. I always remember seeing they released like films for them, didn't they? Like actual cartridge.
Yeah, UMD. Yeah.
They always seem pretty weird to me. But so yeah, sad times. Thank you for the memories, PSP, and thank you for the Monster Hunter times. Love from Chris.
Love from Chris. Great. Sonic, Colin.
Yeah.
Sonic Boom, specifically. Sega have confirmed that Sonic Boom will head to the UK come November. There will also be a Wii U game, so there's going to be one on 3DS, one on Wii U. We spoke about Sonic Boom a little while ago. They all had the weird ties and scarves.
Yes.
And Knuckles looked hench. The 3DS version has been renamed as Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal. The Wii U version has been renamed Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. And in a nice bit of news, I managed to find some gameplay of it on YouTube, and I will embed it in our article. It was on YouTube from the Real Sonic Fan, so thank you, the Real Sonic Fan, very much. Yeah, and it says Sega have said that the Wii U game is more action, adventure, exploration. Shattered Crystal will be more of a focus on like puzzling and platforming and stuff. And there'll also be special like crossover features between the 3DS version and the Wii U version via local communication. And it looks, looks fun. Did you see the new Sonic character that got announced this week?
No. Who's that?
It's called, I think it's called Styx or something.
Styx.
Let me just double check. Yes, meet Sonic's new friend Styx. I don't really know what Styx is.
Sonic Styx. Let's have a look.
Believe it or not, nor is it a stick insect. Believe it or not, it is in fact
Tails and something that has long hair. I don't know.
Yeah, a jungle badger.
Yeah,
girl as well, which is nice. I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a girl. What a horrible thing to say. She's a woman. And remember, this is all a prequel to the TV show as well. And apparently, she's voiced by Nika Futterman, who does voices in Hey Arnold and Cat Dog and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Oh, I love Cat Dog. I searched Sonic Sticks on Google, and it came up with like a picture of mozzarella sticks with a nice salsa sauce. So that's nice.
Nice. That's the end of my news. I was going to do a tiny bit. 1001 Spikes, Colin, comes out this week on loads of consoles, including 3DS and Vita. If you want to play multiplayer, though, don't get the 3DS or the Vita versions, because according to a tweet from the creator, Nicholas, ... he says as the tweet loads up.
Yes, come on.
Yep, we're almost there. Just waiting for my hamster to start running in the wheel. If you were Colin, if you were a good co-host, you'd load up this tweet and read it for me.
Yeah,
but
no, I'm not a good co-host.
That's becoming evident. Anyway, it was in a tweet from Nicholas. We'll embed it, basically saying that get the Wii U version if you want to play multiplayer. And he did a really, really good interview, or someone from Nicholas did a really good interview with Polygon. So I'm going to embed that in the article because it's really interesting to read about the kind of process and how they could have made a rushed out product for the 3DS, or they could have waited to fix it, but they wanted to launch everything at the same time. It's just really interesting, so I'll embed that in the article.
Well, we know Chris loves his Sonic games.
This isn't a Sonic game. This is 1001 Spikes, which is
no,
an indie game.
This shows that I'm not listening to you at all.
I know you never listen to me.
This has really been a poor 50th episode. I do apologise.
PS Vita and 3DS will not have multiplayer. Wii U is the one to get if you plan to do multiplayer, according to the Nicholas on Twitter. Well, thank you for listening, and you're a cock. Let's do the reviews.
We're not doing reviews this week. You're the one failing now.
We're not doing reviews.
No reviews. Bye.
But we are doing, Colin.
I haven't started recording yet. Piss off.
Knob. This is going on, by the way. We're really long, and we're really long because you keep fucking talking about PSP shit. How many yens is this silicone cake?
I'm trying to bring you into conversation, and you're just like, great.
Yeah, but because we're really long. We're really long.
Yeah,
and you're just talking about yen.
Yen. Because I wanted you to say like something like, "Oh, that's quite a good price." So that's not a good price. And I waited and waited, and I had nothing to work with. I can't work under these conditions. Anyway. Right, okay, so E3 predictions. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, wait.
Oh, for God's sake, we're recording! No, stop.
We're doing 3 E3 predictions each.
I haven't got any predictions. What, do they have to be handheld specific?
Yeah.
So...
You're not doing Mass Effect.
Oh, but what about... Okay,
You've got only 3 Vita predictions, and I'll do 3 3DS predictions.
Okay, right, I'm going to write them down now. Right, 1 minute. Oh god, what's that game called? Oh shit. Right, okay, I've got them. I'm done.
Okay. Nice.
Noise, just a second.
Okay, I'll intro this bit.
Good, so I'm not recording yet, so have fun with that. Are you gonna go and play Wolf Among Us tonight? Cheers then.
Ready?
Right. 3, 2, 1. Hi, welcome to the last section of the podcast. Normally we do reviews, but this week, as it's our 50th episode and it's E3 next week, which is a big old gaming expo thing with stuff and games and new releases, we're going to talk about our predictions for the handheld world at E3. So Chris is going to give me his 3 predictions for the 3DS, and I'm going to give my 3 predictions for the Vita at E3. I'm going to hand you over to Chris. He's going to start off. Go on, Chris.
Thanks,
Away
Colin.
you go.
Do you want to put some money on this?
No. Move
Go on. I'll bet you an ice cream. Bet you an ice cream.
You still owe me money for something, I swear. Don't know what though. Anyway, so ice cream.
All right.
Okay, what can it be? A cornetto?
Ice cream. There's running on this. Chris's prediction number 1.
Yes.
The 3DS Mario game. After the success of the various Mario games that have been coming out recently, we haven't had a 3D platformer on Mario for 3DS in a while. I think it's going to be dropped in. I've said it's possibly a sequel to Super Mario Sunshine, something set in that universe, you know, with the cartoony sort of beaches and the water and stuff. But I think a new 3DS Mario platformer.
Yeah.
It's going to be announced. And it'll be like a 10-minute talk. They won't talk about it. That won't be a big one, but they will talk about it. That's prediction number 1. Colin, what's your prediction number 1?
You predicted that Nintendo are going to announce something Mario related. Wow, well done, Chris.
No, I predicted a new 3DS platform. Oh, suck a dick. A new 3D Mario game on the 3DS.
Hold on. A 3D game on the 3DS. Holy shit, you are blowing my mind now, Chris. You're right, mate. How you doing? You're right. You're right. Chris? Christopher?
Hello?
Chrissy?
Hi.
Chris?
Hello?
Chris?
Can you hear me?
Chris, I can hear you loud and clear, my friend. That's a really good prediction. Well done.
Edit that bit out, mate. Don't be a knob. You froze.
I'm not editing anything out, mate.
Why do I edit that out? I just froze.
When did you freeze?
Just shut up.
Did you? Why did you freeze?
Do you want to start the section again?
Why?
Because you're being a dickhead.
Okay, we'll start again. Actually, the people watching on the live stream, this is how we deal with cock-ups.
And I'm introing the section. You said I could intro this one.
That'll be funny. Lol. Right, okay, 3, 2, 1. So this is the end of the podcast, and I'm only fucking with you. Off you go, Chris.
A week away from E3, me and Colin want to make some predictions on what Nintendo and Sony are going to announce. Colin is doing Sony, Chris is doing Nintendo. There's an ice cream riding on it, so whoever gets the most accurate predictions, the other player or the other podcast, he owes them an ice cream. Colin Byrne, why don't you give us your first Vita prediction?
Vita prediction. So just to be more clear, we're going to give our Vita predictions. I'm going to give Vita, you're going to give
You're giving Vita, yeah. You're giving your E3, PlayStation Vita, Sony predictions.
Okay, right.
Is your prediction going to be that they're not going to mention the Vita? Well, off you go.
Done! Woo! No, okay, right. I've got 3 things they're going to announce. The first, well, I think they're going to announce the first one.
Well, split it into 3, mate.
Yeah, I will. The first one, I think they will give a release date for the Wolf Among Us on Vita. I reckon that'll be mentioned somewhere at some point. Like Telltale will say something, or someone will say when that's coming to the Vita. So that's my first prediction.
Wait, hang on. You can't just say that. You've got to say when. You can't do a release date based game and then not give a guest release date.
It's different. I think they're going to wait until the 5th episode of Wolf Among Us is out, and then they're going to release it as a, like they did with The Walking Dead season 1, like every single episode.
Yeah.
So it'll be like about 15 quid for every episode, which will be a good idea, I reckon, because I'd like to play, like throughout, without stopping. I think that'd be really interesting, especially with Wolf Among Us. That all 5 episodes with no breaks would be awesome, I reckon. So I think we'll get a release date for that, and it'll be like a bundle, not bundle, but like every episode, the whole of season 1 basically of Wolf Among Us.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this Walking Dead news that's came out today from Telltale?
What's that?
They're making a pinball game based on Telltale's The Walking Dead.
What? What?
I'm
looking now.
Studios to make loads of pinball games.
Yeah.
They're making
they did the Star Wars one.
Telltale games in Skybound. Yeah, and they're based on The Walking Dead season 1. And you go to different locations.
Okay.
How neat is that?
So hold on. So you actually play as like
console.
So you actually play as a character walking to different pinball tables. Okay.
Colin, I don't know. I've only just seen this, but we'll embed the trailer. Anyway, so you're saying it's going to come out. So what's that, like 2 months away?
Yeah, I reckon so. After the 5th episode's been, because the 4th one came out last week, so about a month's time. So that's cool. Oh my god, this looks cool.
Sure, a month's time, not 2 months.
Well, what was the
Because don't they alternate?
3 and 4? What was the gap between 3 and 4?
2 months, I think, maybe less.
Maybe 2
6
months.
weeks.
We shall see. I'm gonna, as you say, your first prediction for the 3DS at E3. I'm going to watch this trailer for the Walking
Dead. Prediction number 1 for the Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah.
Nintendo will reveal a new 3D platforming Mario game set in possibly Super Mario Sunshine-esque lands. We haven't had a 3D Mario platformer in a while. We haven't actually had a Mario platformer in a while on 3DS, not since New Super Mario Bros. 2, and I almost said we're going to have a third New Super Mario Bros. I don't think that's the case. I think a new 3D platforming Mario game, and it's going to be out by Christmas this year. It's going to come out full this year. And I'm not sure what the gimmick is going to be, but there's going to be gimmicks, and it's going to be gold. Anyway, platforming, 3DS, 3D Mario, possibly Super Mario Sunshine sequel. Prediction number 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know you hate me going off on tangents, but just very quickly, Chris. This trailer for the Pinball Walking Dead game is awesome. Have you seen
I'm gonna watch it whilst you do your next one.
Oh my god, literally, there's I won't spoil it, but it looks so good. Literally,
okay,
last second, look in the bottom left and right of the pinball table.
Okay.
Right. So
you do number 2.
My second prediction is, that game Don't Starve, which is basically a survival game. I think that will be announced for the Vita, because I think that sort of game is perfect for the handheld market. Now, I don't know much about this game apart from the fact you have to survive by not starving, because there's loads of demons and creepy, crawly zombie things trying to attack you. It's a very I think it's like a 2.5D animation style. And
Yeah.
we mentioned this a few months ago that the developer of Don't Starve had already said he was looking into a Vita version. So I would be well, I'm not surprised, but I think it is likely that an announcement of a Vita version is coming soon. And if it does, I'll be getting on that shit. I'll tell you that for nothing. So yeah, I hope that will be announced. I mean, even if it is not announced at E3, there is a high chance it will be announced at some point in the future, especially as the developer has shown an interest in making a Vita version. So yes.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I reckon, not to jump on your prediction, I think there's going to be a lot of indie talk on our PlayStation's one. I reckon I'll do like a sizzle reel and just be like, this game, this game, this game.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll say loads of games coming to the Vita, then there'll be a load of indie games that have come out on every other console. It'll be great.
Hooray!
Great. Did you watch the trailer?
Yes. Was the thing you were trying to? What was the thing? The characters.
Yeah, like little mini Clementine and
Yeah,
mini Lee.
it's quite cute, isn't it?
That's
Yeah,
so
that should be
cool.
fun. I'll play this game definitely.
Yeah. They made the Star Wars one, which I played.
Yeah, they've made loads of pinball games and they're all really good if you
They're
like.
good,
Pinball,
Anyway.
Chris number 2.
Yes.
Chris number 2. It's Colin. There are strong rumours that that there's going to be 2 Nintendo Digital events that are 90 minutes. One which is a Super Smash Bros. Presentation and then question and answer session. The second one we don't know anything about, only that there's going to be a developer there and there's going to be Q&A as well as presentation. Now, I was trying to think of what franchise it could be. Could be Metroid, could be Star Fox, could be sort of an Harvest Moon-y one, but I think it's going to be a Advance Wars game, and I think it's going to be because there aren't many games you could talk about for 90 minutes. You know, like I thought maybe Monster Hunter, but we kind of know what's going on with Monster Hunter at the moment. I think a new Advance Wars for 3DS, and it's going to have loads and loads of new features, and it'll have cross-play with potentially a Wii U version. Lots of online focus, lots of discussion on tactics. That's my guess, but I'm not sure. But I could be, or Colin.
Or Chris.
Can I change? Probably not allowed to change, am I?
No, if you change, you owe me at least 2 ice creams.
Okay, I'm not changing my guess, but I will say, if it's not Advance Wars, I reckon it could be the long fabled and rumoured Star Fox Metroid crossover. But I think Advance Wars, 90 minutes, Advance Wars chat, is going to be great. That's prediction number 2 from Chris Pearson. Colin Byrne,
So there's
third and final prediction.
So I'm going to play the Nintendo noob here. No one knows what this 90 minutes is going to be on?
No, not yet.
No. Oh, that's exciting. I look forward to that. When Nintendo doing that 90-minute thing?
Pass, I don't know offhand.
It'll probably be next week sometime. So that's cool.
Yeah, early next week, I think.
Right. Right. So prediction number 3 for E3 on the PlayStation Vita is, as we all know, I think what everyone's looking forward to at E3 next week is the announcement of, the continuation of one of the world's best loved and favourite franchises in gaming.
Mass Effect?
Obviously talking about Mass Effect. We're all expecting the new Mass Effect to have a cheeky little teaser. I reckon it'll be like a cheeky little 5-second or 10-second teaser of the new Mass Effect. There'll probably be like a picture of Garrus's face, and that'll be it. I'll be like, oh my god, it's Garrus, it's great. But I think this will also mean that the PlayStation Vita will get a Mass Effect companion app. Just like the GTA 5 iFruit app on the Vita. So I don't know, you're like a little computer. You buy Mass Effect, and then you can use this computer to arrange your troops or where you're going in the universe, or collect resources. This is my dream thing, Chris. And if this happens, I will literally run around naked in a fit of happiness. And I see your face palming. You know who you look like? That Howard. You look like Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad. Great.
I just find it hard to believe that Sony are going to take to the stage, talk about Mass Effect, and then say, "And we're making an app for Vita." Does that not strike you as a bit odd?
No, Chris. It's going to happen. It is going to happen. Otherwise, I'm going to riot if it doesn't happen. I'm going to get playing all the. Where is E3? What state?
Somewhere in America. I'm not sure.
Somewhere in America. Great. Okay. So I'm going
to
get a plane to somewhere in America, and I'm going to riot, a one-man riot, because I want a Vita companion app for Mass Effect 4.
I'm not a betting man apart from ice creams, but I reckon if they talk about Mass Effect at PlayStation's conference, they won't announce an app. That won't be like, man, we're having to cut shit out, but we should definitely mention the companion app. My number 3.
Okay, cool.
Nintendo Digital Event. We get a nice sizzle reel. Here's all the games that are coming to 3DS, coming to Wii U. They'll talk about Smash Bros. And they'll talk about how good Mario Kart's doing, and they'll talk about a couple of new titles, and they'll talk about, the new Pokemon remakes and stuff. Right. And as the mics are fading, one of our Nintendo head honchos, he's going to say, one more thing. And then the lights are going to dim, right?
Yeah.
And we're just going to hear some twinkly music that's going to... And it's going to fade up to Legend of Zelda music, and it's going to say, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3DS coming fall this year. We're finally going to get a Majora's Mask remake, I reckon, and it's coming out this year.
Wow.
October.
To be fair, that's probably cool. Do you honestly think that's likely?
Yeah, I think if there's been a year for it, this is the year. And Ocarina of Time 3D did really well. This is just going to be... This would make me, like, explode. Because that game is so good and not enough people have played it. And I think that will happen.
What was that originally released on?
N64, but you needed an expansion pack, so not a lot of people played it. And then there were remakes on GameCube and stuff, but this would be like, the 3D version of the original. That's my guess, number 3, and it'll come out this fall.
So, what are our predictions? Let's
Summary
of our predictions. I think.
I'll tell you what, Colin. Let's see who's been listening. Let's summary each other's ones, because I've got all yours because I'm listening. Because I'm a good friend. Colin said, Wolf Among Us is going to come out between 1 and 2 months' time.
Yeah.
And it's going to come out as soon as the last episode is out on the main consoles, and it's going to play well. He also said Don't Starve is coming to Vita.
Yep.
And he also said that Mass Effect is going to get a GTA 5-like app for the Vita.
Yeah.
Hey, Colin, what did I guess?
Well, you firstly predicted a Mario 3D game.
Right.
Yes.
Good listening.
Yes. You also predicted, you just briefly mentioned this, about the Zelda game coming
which is called
the Zelda Someone's Mask. I didn't get
Zelda Majora's Mask, close.
Yeah, that's okay. And when you took to the stage for the second thing, you said that there would be a Pokemon game for 3DS?
Thanks, Colin. Colin.
What was your second thing?
Advance Wars, 90-minute Q&A.
Oh, bloody hell, I knew that, for fuck's sake. I'm sorry. I don't know. The problem is, Chris, I just found you really boring, to be honest. Anyway, move on.
That's fair. Thanks, Colin.
Yeah, that's unfair, because you were writing down mine. I didn't write down...
Well, when there's ice cream at stake, you've got to take this shit seriously.
Great. So who do you reckon is more likely to win? I think I've got it nailed on with the Mass Effect companion app. Come on, let's kid the joking. Come on. I think
you did vague things we kind of knew about. I went out on a leg for 3 of them, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm not going to be angry.
How am I vague?
Because we already know Wolf Among Us is coming to Vita, don't we?
Yes, but I said we'll get a release date. It was
okay.
mentioned a year ago. You are. How have I survived 50 episodes?
I don't know. Let's say bye, and then we can shout at each other off air.
Bye. Anyway,
bye.
Thank you for listening, everybody, and it's been great. We've done our 50th episode, Chris. Oh my god, we're going to be back next week for episode 51.
And there might be something special about that episode. Watch this space.
51 might be very special indeed, so yes, look out for that. But in the meantime, thank you for listening, everybody. And if you've been watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. And thank you for watching Chris and his stupid descent into Jesse Pinkman territory.
And if you're from ABBA, then thank you for the music. The songs
I am singing. Brilliant. Okay, right, so Before we leave, we've got a bit of housekeeping to do. We would like to thank the Schnauzer Radio Orchestra, who provided the music for our theme song. It's taken from their album Music from a 50s Video Game. The song is called Insert Coin. You can find it on iTunes. But if you're lazy, why not go to heroesofhandheld.com? That's our website. Go to the special thanks section on our website, and you can click the link, which will take you straight to the iTunes page, and then you can download all his sexy music. So that's fun. What else can people do, Chris?
You can tweet us at Handheld Podcast. You can follow us on our website, heroesofhandheld.com. You can always get in touch with us either using the contact page on the website, or you can email us heroesofhandheld@gmail.com. You should listen out for our sister podcast, Smashcast, which there'll be a new episode up over this weekend, and IndieCast, which you were meant to do earlier this week, Colin, but I think you're doing on Friday. So we'll have IndieCast, and then 2 days later there'll be Smashcast.
I always do it Friday. What are you on about? I've always done Smashcast and IndieCast on Fridays. Yes, there will be an IndieCast this week. There's been a few announcements for upcoming Vita titles, not Vita titles, Indie Vita titles. So I'll be talking about them on the next IndieCast.
I'll do Smashcast in the middle of next week because we'll be talking a lot about the E3 Smash Bros. Tournament, which is coming up, as well as some exciting other concept and mechanics-based news. But Colin, I'd love to say I got you a present, but I don't really like you that much, so I think we should just say bye.
Great, I love you, Chris. It's been great. Hopefully we'll survive another 50 episodes, and we have to do something massive for our 100th episode. Maybe we can all invest in Heroes of Handheld T-shirts. We keep teasing it. One day it's going to happen. We're going to get Heroes of Handheld T-shirts, and it's going to on the front it will say, on the back it will just say great ... great. Maybe great. What quote would we have on the front though? What other quote could we have from this podcast?
Can I go to bed now?
Yes, that's it. That is it. Oh my God, this is gonna happen. Anyway, thank you for listening, everybody. Until next week, enjoy E3. We cannot wait. It's gonna be great. Enjoy playing your Vita. Enjoy playing your 3DS and 2DS or whatever you've got. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
So we're off on Skype. We're still on video at the moment.
Yeah, we are.
I'm going to give a little sneaky extra to our friends on the video, okay? Yeah. Colin, check out this magnificent T-shirt I bought. Video friends, you're like this. Can you see that? How cool is that?
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Blastoise,
Wartortle, and Squirtle all on one fucking T-shirt.
Where'd you get that?
Got it online from the States.
From ye old States.
USSA.
USA.
So, video extra. Thanks for watching. Let's give him a little wave.
Oh, bye everybody.
Bye.
It's been well fun. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll do more video content at some point. I don't know when. When we can get our shit together, that's when we'll do it.
Bye.
Great. And for anyone who missed it, I've been doing this through my Vita. Woo-hoo-hoo, how cool is that? Anyway, right. Bye-bye everybody. Bye-bye. One last bye, Chris?
Bye.